Hello, everyone, and welcome to STENO 24/7, your court reporting dictation channel. Tonight I am interested in dictating to you some Stephen Avery, and we are now on video number 28. Yes, we're moving right along. So before I pull this up, please go ahead and rate this video before you forget, before I start reading, because once I start reading, your mind will be somewhere else and you may just forget. So please go ahead and do that for me now. I would really appreciate it. It helps this channel out so very much. And of course, as always, you can share this video and you can leave me a comment at the bottom of the screen in the comment section, and I will be sure to get back with you as quickly as I possibly can. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. I don't read this and for you people that are new here, don't forget to subscribe if you like this channel. I don't read this at any particular speed. Hope my voice holds out for this. I don't read this at any particular speed. I just man, as soon as I get on camera, here we go. I just try to read slow enough. This is not really about speed. This is more about accuracy. Let's say you're doing CART or you're doing captioning, and the person or the teacher or whoever is speaking needs accuracy, because you need accuracy when you're trying to do these types of jobs like CART and captioning in real time. So this is more about being accurate more so than being speedy. Because if you just work on speed and don't work on being accurate, then what you'll soon have is a jumbled mess. Let's work on some accuracy here and not speed. Don't worry about speed. I mean, don't you just get tired of... I mean, I've been doing this since 2015, and I sometimes just get so tired of the speeds because we are so obsessed as court reporters with speed. And trust me, I know it's something that you need, but accuracy goes with the speed. Without accuracy and speed, you think you're typing 160, you're actually typing 120. So they're sisters, they're married, they go together, and they're dating, and they must both be applied. Okay, enough of my lecturing. Let's get on with it. We're on page 149. I'm going to start out on verse 10. This is the opening statement on the defense side. The prosecution has already done his opening statement. And if you want to see that, you can go back to some of the previous videos. Pretty much, he starts out from video number 1, and he goes until, I think he just didn't even break for breath until, until, video 18, 19. And so now we have the defense for Mr. Stephen Avery, and we're going to get started right now. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's write. Detective Remiker is calling in. He's asking for dispatch. Dispatch responds. I put unintelligible. I think it's a go ahead, but I'm not sure. You can decide. Maybe you won't understand it for sure either. Detective Remiker says to the dispatcher, you will need to get a hold of the crime lab for their evidence response team to start responding to this location. Now, he's out at the Avery salvage yard. As you will hear, dispatch says 10-4, crime lab out of Madison, Milwaukee, where our crime lab has branches in Wausau, Madison, and Milwaukee. The main one is in Madison. Detective Remiker says it's going to be the Madison response team, and he was right. Now, Detective Jacobs joins in this radio conversation, calls in with his badge number, his squad number. I'm in code. You will find out what that means. Anything you need other than a portable for Shetter. And what you'll find out is he's talking about portable radio for Deputy Inspector Greg Shetter of the Manitowoc County Sheriff's Department, who is, I think, the number 2 or 3 ranking officer in the department, and who's probably also going out to the Avery property. Detective Remiker, not that I can think of right now. Dennis Jacobs. Let's see if this works. Tape recorder played, and that should be in brackets. Detective Remiker. Yeah, need to get a hold of the crime lab for their evidence response to start responding at this location. Dispatch 10-4, crime lab out of Madison, Milwaukee, where? Detective Remiker, Madison response team. Detective Jacobs, 278, I'm in code. Anything you need other than a portable for Shetter. Attorney Strong. It cut off. Sorry about that. You will hear. You will get a chance to hear the whole conversation. And it continues. Dennis Jacob says, okay, other than the car, do we have anything else? He's talking to Remiker here. Dave Remiker says, not yet. Detective Jacobs, okay. Is he in custody? Detective Remiker, negative. Nothing yet. Not who. Not is who in custody, but negative. He is not in custody. Nothing yet. Detective Jacobs, okay. I'll gather my stuff and head out. Brackets. Tape recording played. Detective Jacobs, okay. Other than the car, do we have anything else? Detective Remiker, not yet. Detective Jacobs, is he in custody? Detective Remiker, not yet. Nothing happening. Detective Jacobs, okay. I will gather my stuff and head out. Attorney Strong, now that's 11:35. Is he in custody yet? Detective Remiker, clearly, I gather, as I hear it, knows who Detective Jacobs is talking about, but we don't. 35 minutes after the police have arrived. And to get a better feel for that conversation at 11:35, we have to go back 5 minutes earlier when Detective Jacobs is calling in on the landline. 5 minutes earlier. 30 minutes. 30 minutes after the police have arrived at the Avery property, after Teresa's car has been found there. Dispatcher answers the phone. Detective Jacobs, Katie, the name of the dispatcher, just rolled into the parking lot. Can you tell me, do we have a body or anything yet? Do we have a body or anything yet? It's 30 minutes after they found the car. I don't believe so. I believe they wouldn't find the first bone fragment for 3 days. Do we have Stephen Avery in custody, though? I have no idea. You can hear it yourself. Tape recording played. Dispatch. Good morning. Manitowoc County Sheriff's Department. Katie speaking. Detective Jacobs. Katie, I just rolled into the parking lot. Can you tell me, do we have a body or anything yet? Dispatch. I don't believe so. Detective Jacobs. Do we have Stephen Avery in custody? Dispatch. Oh, in brackets. Tape recording starts playing again. Dispatch. Good morning, Manitowoc County Sheriff's Department. Katie speaking. Detective Jacobs. Katie, I just rolled into the parking lot. Can you tell me, do we have a body or anything yet? Dispatch. I don't believe so. Detective Jacobs. Do we have Stephen Avery in custody at all? Dispatch. I have no idea. Attorney Strong. Now, I will finish it out so you can link it up to the call. The discussion with Detective Remiker 5 minutes later. Oh, I heard him say, pick up that party. Oh no, the dispatcher says Pete, who is just another Manitowoc County Sheriff's officer, is sitting up there waiting and stopping people from going in and that. He found someone with a body only warrant for our department. A body only warrant is an arrest warrant or a bench warrant where they are going to take the person into custody rather than immediately grant him bail. Okay, do we have? All right, I will talk to Remiker. Yeah, your best bet is to talk because nothing has come through. We have the vehicle, that I know. But more than that, I don't know. All right, bye-bye. Tape recording played. Detective Jacobs. Oh, I heard him say, pick up that party. Dispatch. Oh no, we have, well, Pete is sitting up there waiting and stopping people from going in and that. We found somebody with a body only warrant for our department. Detective Jacobs. Okay. Do we have? All right. I will talk to Remiker. Dispatch. Yeah, your best bet is to talk to. Nothing has come through. We have the vehicle, that I know. Detective Jacobs. All right. Thank you. Dispatch. But what more? I don't know. All right. Bye. Detective Jacobs. Bye. Attorney Strong. So you can take the tunnel vision and investigative bias from them not from me. Now, in the end here, in the end, when you have heard it all, there's not a speck of Teresa Halbach's blood anywhere in Stephen Avery's trailer. There's not a piece of hair, nothing, nothing to suggest she's ever been in the trailer. And only the magic bullet found 4 months later to suggest she's ever been anywhere near the garage. And when you consider the forces, the emotions, the very human failings at work here, it's no surprise that the blood from that unsecured vial in the box in the clerk's office that Lieutenant Link examined back in 2002 ends up in that Toyota, because that's where it ought to be. Is he in custody yet? Jerome Budding and I will not ask you to make that kind of snap judgment here. The Halbachs deserve better than that. The police deserve better than that. You owe it to yourselves in making this decision to do better than a snap judgment. A snap judgment 30 minutes after that Toyota is found. Jerome Budding and I are going to ask you to do your job right. Think long and hard about all of the evidence. But in the end, after the full and fair consideration of everything and everyone, the full and fair consideration that Stephen Avery did not get in 2005 from the Manitowoc County Sheriff's Department, we're going to ask you to send him home. We're going to ask you to send him home again. We're going to ask you to get it right this time. We're going to ask you to set it right when this case is over. The court. Thank you, Mr. Strong. Members of the jury, we're going to take an afternoon break now. We'll resume in 15 minutes, and the state will begin the presentation of evidence. I will remind you again, as I will a number of times throughout this trial, do not discuss the case during the break or at any other time until all the evidence has been received. Jury not present. The court. All right, counsel, we should be ready to go promptly at 2:45. Recess taken. And because they took a recess, we're going to take a recess. We're going to stop right there on page 156, verse 17. And we'll pick up right there where they come back from recess. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that you were able to get a lot out of it, and that you're getting some, like you feel like you're getting some experience as to what it would be like now. That when we were, you have to, and I think in Florida you indent 10 spaces in for the colloquy that we did when we first began, but you have to check in your state on how you guys indent your colloquy. And I will check on that to make sure that I'm, and all of the other things, when I say like jury not present, you know, that goes into brackets. There's a period. It says jury not present, period. Well, I should say bracket, jury not present, period, close bracket. So when I say things like that, like recess taken, bracket, recess taken, period, close. So you're going to have to, you know, you're going to stroke that out. You're not going to write that. You're going to stroke that out. So you're going to do like GURP, JURP, jury not present, or JART, or JARP, JORP, jury not present. And then recess taken, you're going to do, you could do rect, REKT. You know, you're going to have briefs for those. So you're just going to brief it. And the way you brief it, and then you're going to also already have all your brackets and everything in there. So you ain't even got to do nothing. You just hit your couple of strokes and boom, you're done. And then, of course, when we come back, the court will be, let me see what's ahead. The court will, of course, come back. And then we're going to have Michael D. Howe back, called as a witness. He's going to be sworn in, so be ready to do that. And then we're going to go into direct examination by Attorney Kratz when we get back to this. So then we're going to have our Q&A. Finally, we get some Q&A, because all of this has just been opening statement. And we are now on page 150. So we almost, you know, 200 pages in, and we just almost getting to some Q&A. So there will be Q&A ready and on deck for the next video. So thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. And don't you love this? I love this. I just feeling like a nosy person. And I appreciate you guys coming. And as always, happy writing.